Going back to school sucks, but doesn't mean your fragrances should. Let's talk about it.
Here's some codes to save you some cash on your next Middle Eastern niche or designer fragrances.
What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Here we're going to be talking about the 10 best going back to school fragrances that you can get in 2024. So let's hit things off by hitting that subscribe button, and let's just start with the first best fragrance that you could go to back to school with. This will last you the entire school day. It'll smell like a shit ton of compliments. It'll get you rizzed up, basically, and it mogs over any other orange. Look at Neeb. Look at Unk. Learning all these king words, bro. This is why I sell myself. Guys, this will get you compliments. It'll last all day, and people will notice that you smell good, basically. The projection and performance of this is outstanding, and it has a lot of other notes found in more popular fragrances like PDM's Altair, etc., except it's not really that sweet. There are some floral aspects to this one. It's ginger. It's very crisp and refreshing as well. Performance, like I said, will last you all day, and the projection for this one is going to be moderate, so about 3 feet, and maybe even a room filler if you spray it more than about 6 times. In terms of the occasions, gentlemen, you can wear this everywhere, boys. You can rock it to any occasion as well. Dates, hanging out with your bros, going to the office and the gym. This is one that works, and you can wear it everywhere and every single day. Why sell myself? It's definitely a great one to have. Next fragrance, if you want something a little bit sweeter, more flirty, sweet, sexy, spicy, this is going to be Stronger With You, the original. Reason this one is on the list and not the Intensely is because of the fact that when you're going back, it's during the fall time. There might be a couple of warmer days, and you don't want to go with something that's sickly sweet and cloying, and Intensely at the right amount of sprays can definitely be too sweet. So this one has that chestnut Nutella vibes with a little bit of incense. It's definitely going to get you noticed and compliments, and it will absolutely last you to the next day on clothing. The projection of this one, it is a room filler as well, boys, so be careful with the sprays. I personally wouldn't do more than 6, especially if I'm going to a classroom, 4 to 6. In terms of the occasions, you could also rock it every day, but it does have to be for the right specific seasons, which is going to be the fall, the winter, and the early springtime. Perfect for going back to school easily. If you want something a little bit safer, more like fabric softener as well, but more masculine, less florals, it's going to be Prada L'Homme. This will also last you to the next day, and this is one where it's less offensive. I would spray this on about 6 to 8 times. It has like that fabric softener vibe, luxurious from the Middle East because of its addition of cardamom. The cardamom smells a little bit like cedar wood and a touch of spice. There's a neroli note in here which smells a little bit of this orange undertone and slightly green aromatic. It smells really good. It lasts all day. It'll get you compliments. You'll smell like you wash your junk, basically.
What?
The occasions for this is all of them, and the seasons for this is almost all of them, except for the high heat during the summertime. It does come with a premium that you're going to be paying. If you want to find my, affordable list of just like this and every other fragrance, then make sure to subscribe and you won't miss those. There is a certain line of like affordable fragrances that'll smell like this, but maybe not the best quality, and I would say that Prada L'Homme is one of those fragrances where even if you'll get something that's affordable, it might not touch this one. There are other fragrances where the affordable one is just better, okay, but it's not going to be the case for this one, at least not for now. Moving on to the next one, this is Versace Eros Flame. This is the best one in my opinion all around, even in comparison to the Eros Energy, the new one, which smells like squeezing lemon and Creed Aventus over your head, but still smells really good. This one still has that typical Eros DNA, except it takes away that cloying mint that's very intense and sharp and replaces it with rosemary. What the hell does both of those smell like? Well, just think of the way that mint smells. It's very crisp and attention-grabbing and cooling, and rosemary has that same vibe, but it's more herbal and less intense, basically. So you're still gonna get that effect, just toned down, and it also adds a bit more of a fruity top and sweetness to it. It's still masculine, it's still long-lasting, attention-grabbing, it'll last you the entire school day. The projection for this one is also moderate of about 3 feet for like a solid 2.5 hours. The occasions, everything, everywhere, and the seasons would be almost every season except for like the later spring and summertime. It's gonna be a little bit too much because of its sweetness. I would personally say go for Energy at that point. That's pretty much it for Eros Flame, one of the best ones. Another one perfect for going back to school is going to be Prada Ocean Eau de Parfum. This is a really good fragrance that has that Prada style DNA. Kind of smells like the whole iris that you'll find in this one, although not listed in the notes, and probably coming from the olibanum, some ambroxan. It's got like this blue vibe that's sweetened up and ambery at the same time with some powdery vibes that you'll find in a lot of Prada fragrances. Powdery blue sexy is the best way I could summarize this one up. It'll last all day on clothing, about 10 hours. so it's definitely above average performance, and the projection for this one is on the lower end of moderate, but that's how you want it to be because of its sophisticated nature. In terms of the occasions, this is one that I would say going to school, obviously, every single day, but you could also dress this one up to dates and even special events. I just wouldn't say that this is the best gym fragrance, but it could still work, especially if you're rocking it during the fall and the winter time. You could also get away with this during the earlier spring, but keep it away from the higher heat. It's a really good one. If I had to pick the best one from that lineup, it would be the Ocean Eau de Parfum. Next fragrance is Ambroxan Citruses Peppers. I think it's much better than Sauvage because it has a touch of incense and more masculinity. It's Dylan Blue. Don't go spray this on and sniff it right away up close because it's not going to be the best. This is the best in the air. One that you won't have to spray too much. You could probably get away with 4 to 5 times. It'll last you the entire school day. It smells like Sauvage went to the Middle East. It smells much more masculine. It's got those peppers, the incense. It smells amazing in the air, you guys. And the performance for this one is outstanding. In terms of the occasions, wear it every single day, and the seasons, it's worked in every single season. So for the price, especially at discounters, check the links down in the description. For authentic, real, online, lowest affordable prices, you don't buy these at retail. It's gonna be like double at least. Well, I'm not telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want, but check those prices down in the description, okay? So this one smells the best, especially during the fall and the winter time and spring. In the summertime, you can get away with it, but there are other fresher citrus-based fragrances that you can go with. If you don't like the way that the Ambroxan smells in Sauvage, you might not like this one, but if you do, you'll probably dig this one a little bit more. Next fragrance is the best one from JPG for the school time. It's Le Male Le Parfum. The reason it's the best one is because it's the most soft, non-attention demanding fragrance that people can still smell and last all day. It's got that lavender, the tonka, the classic JPG musk with an addition of iris that powders things up and gives it more of a sophistication, very similar to these sophisticated style fragrances as well, but with the sweetness and the known DNA of JPG. This will give you above average performance of about 9 hours. In terms of its projection, it's going to be moderate, about 2 feet, which is the most that you want it for like an hour and a half. In terms of the occasions, you can wear this every day to school. I wouldn't say it's the best gym scent, but it'll work in dressing it up, dressing it down, office, and all of that good stuff. School, obviously. The seasons this is going to be best for is going to be the fall, the winter time, and maybe during the earlier spring. But aside from that, don't try and wear this one in the heat. It's not going to do the best. Next fragrance is a lot of this zingy ginger, citruses, and some woods with lavender. There's also a pretty decent dose of vanilla in this one as it starts to dry down. It's Valentino Born in Roma Intense. This is intense in terms of the way that it smells. That zingy ass ginger is going to get attention, and if that's what you're looking for, this is the one to go with. If you like more fresh, a little bit spicy and attention grabbing, this is going to be the one for you. If you want something a little bit more crisp and sweet and ambery, I would say Coral Fantasy. So these are going to be mentioned together, but as one. I still think these are the perfect back to school fragrances. The limitations for both of these is going to be as follows. With Coral Fantasy, it's only going to be appropriate for the fall, the winter, maybe early spring, where it's a cooler weather because of its sweetness. It's got more of an ambery, vanillic, sweet style DNA that's more flirty, whereas this one is going to be appropriate for every single season. It's got more of a zingy citrus pop to it that dries down into woody and slightly vanillic. So it really depends on your aura. This is less versatile, this is more versatile all year round, fall and winter, but this smells like sexy, sweet, spicy, seductive, whereas this one is fresh, zingy, spicy, and sexy. So there you have it. These both will be great for back to school, and they're the best Born in Roma for sure. The occasions for both of these is daily, obviously, and the sweeter ones are not going to be the best for the gym time. Moving on to the next utility knife fragrance is YSL EDP. Guys, you can rock this literally everywhere. It smells like a spicy, sexy deodorant, basically, and it also gets attention and compliments because the projection and performance for this one will last you the entire school day. It's above average performance at 8 hours, and in terms of its projection, it's moderate at about 2.5 to 3 feet. You will be leaving scent trails with this. I spray this on about 7 to 8 times, and I'm set for the entire day. Sometimes I'll go more, but if I'm going to school, I'm not going to do more than that. I haven't gone to school in a long time, actually. Seasons for this, all year round, and that's pretty much it. Last but not least, this is a sexy ass fragrance you can wear to school. If you're trying to get rizzed up, this is the most wanted intense. Honestly, all of these will get you rizzed, bro. Like, it is what it is. I only recommend fire ass fragrances, otherwise it wouldn't be on this list. Sure, this isn't like the most, rizzing style fragrance, but it'll still get you compliments and all that good stuff. The most wanted intense eau de parfum smells a lot like Stronger With You and Stronger With You DNA, really, except it has toffee. It's not as incensey. It's a lot more mild and reserved as well. It doesn't have that crazy ass chestnut that's gonna be punching you in the face. It's more ambery, warm, and just creamy style of sweetness. Very sexy as well. The performance for this will last all day, but the projection for this is about moderate at 2 feet, at best, at least for me. Occasions for this is going to be going to school. Obviously you can rock it, but you can also rock it during dates and special events as well. The seasons, I would keep it for the fall and the winter time, and that's pretty much it. There you have it, boys. These are the top 10 going back to school fragrances for 2024. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.